Koalas are fucking horrible animals. They have one of the smallest brain-to-body ratios of any mammal. Additionally, their brains are smooth. A brain is folded to increase the surface area for neurons. If you present a coral leaves plucked from a branch and laid on a flat surface, then the coral will not recognize it as food. They're too thick to adapt their feeding behavior to cope with change. In a room full of potential food, they can literally starve to death. This is not the token of an animal that is winning at life. And speaking of stupidity and food, one of the likely reasons for their primitive brains is the fact that additionally to being poisonous eucalyptus leaves, the only thing they eat have almost no nutritional value. They can't afford the extra energy to think. They sleep more than 80% of their fucking lives. When they are awake, all they do is eat, shit, and occasionally scream like fucking Satan. Because eucalyptus leaves hold such little nutritional value, koalas have to ferment the leaves in their guts for days on end. Unlike their brains, they have the largest hind-gut-to-body ratio of any mammal. Many herbivorous mammals have adaptations to cope with harsh plant life, taking its toll on their teeth. Rodents, for instance, have teeth that never stop growing. Some animals only have teeth on their lower jaw, grinding plant matter on belly plates in the tops of their mouths. Others have enlarged molars that distribute the wear and break down plant matter more efficiently. Koalas are no exception. When their teeth erode down to nothing, they resolve the situation by starving to death because they are fucking terror animals. Being mammals, koalas raise their joys on milk. Admittedly, they have one of the last mid-levels per body ratio. As you can see, there is a trend here. When the young joey needs to transition from rich nourishing substances like milk to eucalyptus, a plant that seems to be making it abundantly clear that it doesn't want to be eaten. It finds it does not have the necessary gut flora to digest the leaves. You remedy this, the young joey begins nuzzling its mother's anus until she leaks a little diarrhea, which she then proceeds to slurp on. This partially digested plant matter gives him just what he needs to start developing his digestive system. Of course, he may not even have needed to bother nuzzling his mother. She may have been suffering from incontinence. And why could that be? Because koalas are riddled with chlamydia. In some parts, the infection rate is 80% or higher. This statistic instead helped by the fact that one of the few other activities koalas will spend their precious energy on is rape. Despite being seasonal breeders, males seem to either not know or care, and will simply overpower a female regardless of whether she's ovulating. If she fights back, we may drag them both out of the tree, which brings us full circle back to the brain. Koalas have a higher than average quantity of cerebrospinal fluid in their brains. This is to protect their brains from injury should they fall from a tree. An animal so thick it has its own little built-in special ed helmet. Koalas are stupid, leaky, STA, riddled sex offenders. But they look cute. If you ignore the terrifying snake eyes and terrifying feet.